Hey everybody, GC Performance here, back with another video, and today I have for you guys my final review of this POLYGON HELIOS A9X. Bikes Online USA sent me this bicycle about 3 months ago. I was able to record over 15 rides on this thing of some of my best rides I ever recorded. In today's video, we'll be talking about this bicycle in terms of its value and what it brings to the table, talk about how the ride was and the ride quality it gave me, and also talk about this bicycle's overall performance. So hopefully you guys enjoy today's video. The POLYGON HELIOS A9X retails for $6,250 and comes with one of the industry-leading group sets, the Dura-Ace 12-speed Di2 group set. Like I mentioned before, the frame size is a size large, and this whole bicycle, as you guys see, weighs right around 17 pounds. This handlebar alone, the Vision 5D Metron, goes for $600, and again, at the price of $4,800, you're gonna see it slowly start to eat away at that grand total price. The shifters on here are the Dura-Ace 12-speed 9250. They're a 12-speed semi-electronic wireless shifting system. Inside the box, they include a Garmin mount to go ahead and pair up with this Vision Metron bar. That is very nice, so you can go ahead and adjust accordingly. They give you a Garmin, a Wahoo, and also a... Next, let's go down to the wheels of the bicycle. These are the NT 50mm deep dish wheel. Nothing really special about this bicycle, and this was the first thing that I was really thinking to myself, will this hinder the ride? Rounded spokes, normal sealed steel bearings inside of there, nothing really crazy about them. They're very heavy, they're brickish, tankish if anything. I really did want to change out these wheel sets when I first got the bicycle, but I said, hey, let me give this thing a shot and see how it performs with everything bone stock on the bicycle. I have not had any issues with the wheels at all. The hubs don't wobble, they don't make any noise, they perform exactly how I want them to, and the spokes are very well. The wheels are even very true out of the box. So the tires that originally came on here were the Schwab Pro 1 tires. I'd never been a big fan of the Schwabs. They came tubed as well. These rims are available to be made in tubeless, but again, I just always felt sluggish on them. The regular butyl tubes felt sluggish to me, so I swapped them out for some Vittoria Corsa Pro tires and a 700/30C tire, and also put in the Ride Now TPU Tubes, 19 grams, ultra lightweight, and like I mentioned, that is one of the biggest game changers you can make to a bicycle. And with it being a 30C tire, this bicycle can take up to a 32C tire, so if you want that added extra comfort with the aero bike, you have it. And with these 30C tires, it didn't feel like it was slowing down at all. It felt like it maintained speed really well. So very happy with my choice on that one. Definitely noticed that this frame performed when I needed it to, and when I put down power, there was no flex in there. The frame took off. It took off in a straight line. It held speed very well, and it has a nice aero shape that I'm used to. Bottom bracket was another thing that I swapped out. When I first got this bicycle, I noticed that it was a PF BB86 Shimano bottom bracket. So I took out the stock plastic BB and I inserted a Hambini BB. Now for the good stuff, the bread and butter of this bicycle, the reason why you'll pay $4,800. We have here the Shimano Dura-Ace drivetrain system on here. We have a Dura-Ace front derailleur with also the 12-speed Dura-Ace chain XTR. They give you in the back a cassette, a 1134 cassette option on there, which is not needed, but I don't mind it. It works really well. This will be the reason why this bike entices you. This will be the reason why you probably buy this bicycle. So like I mentioned before, this bicycle is a size large. The seat post sticks out just enough. The handlebar position is higher than normal, but again, for me being 6 foot, I actually encourage that. I really did like it. I found the bicycle to be much more comfortable, and then I was actually able to utilize my drops when I wanted to. The whole bicycle just handled how I wanted to. So with these companies that you usually have to go ahead and guesstimate, you see people ordering bicycles online all the time. That's the biggest issue is geometry, how true to size they are. Me being a large pretty much in every other bicycle company out there, and this being a large as well, makes me feel pretty comfortable knowing to order from them. So another thing I definitely would recommend changing out is this saddle. This is again an entity saddle. It has a lot of cushion, a nice wide cutout. It looks like a bunch of other saddles in the industry, but just kind of mixed with a hybrid saddle. It's chromoly rails. They didn't give me the swap out for a carbon fiber rail saddle. In a previous video I did, I wanted to swap this out for an S-Work saddle, but again, it just wouldn't be compatible. I needed oval clamp mounts for the system, but it wasn't terrible. It's just too much material for me. I prefer just to have my sit bone sitting on here, and yeah, but overall, the seat that you get on here was not a bad saddle. Just, you could definitely shave off a bunch of unnecessary weight, and you could probably get a little bit nicer saddle if you put the money into it. And one last thing, a bunch of you guys are saying a lot about the seat post slipping on this bicycle. They even throw in the bicycle box an extra seat clamp that goes around the seat post itself. Set it at 10 Newton meters, put some carbon grit inside there, and I did not experience one seat post slippage at all on this bicycle. All right, now to finish off, I'll give you guys a free up buy sound test on these Entity wheels. Again, it's a 50mm deep dish wheel with their own Entity hub and just basically a paw style system of free up body. Here we go. Very nice. Let's get on the bike. All right, so now we're gonna get into the ride quality feel of this bicycle. And that's what a lot of you guys are wondering. How does this bicycle perform? Is it worth the money to spend? Or are these bicycles just basically build kits with a frame? So, like I mentioned before, I've done some of my fastest group rides I've ever done and completed them with this bicycle. We were doing speeds on upwards above 25, above 26 miles an hour. And as you can see, I look extremely comfortable. The seat post is pretty high with the handlebars. I'm not reaching for the hoods at all. If anything, I could use a little bit longer stem. And usually I only use a 100mm stem. This is a 110. I find myself riding in the hoods a lot. Now also, with the YouTube picking up, I've been cycling much more, so my fitness level has been going up, but the bicycle does not feel bad. The bicycle really does check a lot of the boxes out there. It's an aerodynamic bike, it holds top end speed well. Whenever we go over bridges, it climbs exceptionally well for whatever it is. I'm not a climber in that matter, but the 50mm deep dish wheels definitely help the aerodynamics of this bicycle. And also, I think with them being a little bit heavier, once you get that thing up to speed, it just wants to keep on going. As you guys can see right now, we're cruising about, I'm put down a little bit of speed, 18 miles an hour. I'm comfortably talking, but I feel like this bicycle just wants to keep on going. Vision has been in the bicycle industry for a very long time, and they make some of the most quality products out there. This bar alone feels very stiff, very ergonomic. It does not feel like a 42 at all. It feels like a 40, which I'm actually starting to like more. But in terms of a performance bar on this bicycle, a $600 bar is absolutely insane. If we go down to the checklist of what everything costs, Vision bar is $600, Durius group set retail is $4,000. That right there is $4,600 alone. You're getting thrown in wheels, frame, saddle, and rotors. I mean, it's literally an insane deal for the money. But the handlebars feel very nice. It picks up very quickly. Seat post on here feels very nice. Seat feels very nice. Absolutely loving everything about this bicycle. Let's put down a little bit of speed on here. $25. $26 miles an hour. 27 miles an hour. And like I said, I feel extremely comfortable while in that position. But again, a really good telltale sign to know how a bicycle is going to perform is with a guy with some big weight on there, like me, myself, 200 pounds. If I'm putting down power, or even just my weight alone, and I'm noticing the bottom bracket sway left to right, that's when you know you got yourself a little bit of a loose frame, almost like that wet noodle kind of feel. But this bicycle is performing extremely well. The paint job is beautiful. I mean, it's one of the nicest paint jobs I've seen. Very popular in the cycling industry. It kind of has that bass boat paint to it. Has that rainbow chameleon effect to it. But the frame looks very just generic. But again, I think that's one of the reasons why they're able to give you such a great deal on the frame and on the complete bicycle, is because of the fact that they're getting these frames, I don't know from where, but they're not the cheap ones. They're performing extremely nice. And also they give you a 5-year warranty for any kind of manufacturer defects on this bicycle. Also, to touch on some of the options they allow with this bicycle, if you didn't like their stock entity wheels, you can go with a name brand wheel. Buy Shimano Durius, the C60 wheel sets for $1,000 more. I believe it's $7 grand. Or if you really want to opt in for a power meter, you can do so. They can get you a Shimano based power meter included with the purchase of the bicycle for just a little bit of an upcharge. The one they sent me does not have a power meter, but I chose to either put on that Magine power meter crank I just got, or run my normal Favero Asioma duo pedals. But man, this bicycle is extremely nice. And I got a feeling, I think this bicycle, like I mentioned before, really did change my mind on what kind of bicycle I want to get. I used to be so heavily influenced by my friends, my buddies, the world tour, see those people ride those drop slam stems, But I noticed with this bicycle being a pretty level seat height to handlebar height, I can utilize my drops when needing to, get a little bit more power over the cranks, get some more leverage on there, and man, it feels like a whole new bicycle. I think I put out more power when I'm comfortable. I mean, it's plain and simple. The science is there, but I used to always opt in for those 56s with the very small head tubes, slam that stem, and I can only stay in the drops. But this bicycle, I just feel like I want to go. I'll give you guys a little sprint right here. So that is the final send-off for the Polygon Helios A9X. I've enjoyed my time with this bicycle. If you're interested in getting a new bicycle by the end of 2023, this is a bicycle you should definitely consider and take a look at. Their whole entire Di2 lineup, from the 105 Di2, Ultegra Di2, is heavily discounted, as well as a Dura-Ace Di2. So I'll put a link down below to where you can buy this bicycle at. And a big thank you to you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, drop a comment, and a huge shout out again to always my cameraman, Danny. I appreciate all the stuff you guys do for my channel. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you guys next video.